Liu Yuning looked into the camera and spoke first. There was no build-up, no warning, no attempt to frame the moment as important. If there's no suitable script, I might not take on any acting projects in 2026. The sentence landed quietly. No dramatic pause followed, no nervous laugh, no effort to soften what he had just said. And that calm delivery was exactly why so many people stopped scrolling. Because this wasn't the kind of sentence someone says casually. And it wasn't coming from someone who lacked opportunities, attention, or momentum. It came from Liu Yuning. The live stream took place on January 7th, 2026, his birthday. At the start, everything felt familiar. Birthday wishes filled the screen. Fans joked with him. Some reminded him to eat well. Others asked lighthearted questions. Liu Yuning responded naturally, his posture relaxed, his voice steady. No sign that anything unusual was about to be said. For several minutes, it felt like just another live stream. Then the conversation turned to work. Not to a new drama announcement, not to a filming schedule, not to promotions. Someone asked a simple question about plans for the year ahead. Liu Yuning didn't dodge it. He didn't redirect, he didn't answer vaguely. He answered directly. If there is no script that truly feels right, he would rather not act at all, even if that means an entire year without appearing in any film or drama. For a few seconds, the comment section slowed, not because people were shocked, but because they needed time to understand what they had just heard. This wasn't uncertainty, it wasn't frustration, it wasn't emotional exhaustion spilling out. It was clarity, and clarity from Liu Yuning carried a different kind of weight. Over the past several years, Liu Yuning has been one of the most consistently visible figures on screen. His career rarely showed long pauses. One project flowed into another. When one drama wrapped, another soon followed. In the public eye, he became associated with continuity and reliability. He was the kind of actor people expected to always be there. Always filming, always appearing, always moving forward. That image became so familiar that many people stopped questioning it. So, when someone like Liu Yuning speaks about the possibility of not acting for an entire year, the meaning shifts. This wasn't about losing relevance, it wasn't about disappearing, it wasn't about stepping back because there was nothing else to do. It was about choosing. During the live stream, Liu Yuning explained that he is still receiving scripts. He is still reading them, he is still evaluating different projects. The difference is not that opportunities have vanished, but that his standards have changed. At this stage of his career, he said, appearing on screen simply to maintain presence no longer feels meaningful. A project without depth does not benefit the audience. It does not benefit the production team, and it does not benefit the actor. Accepting roles without believing in the story leads to work that feels hollow. So if the choice is between constant exposure and waiting for a script that genuinely resonates, he would rather wait. He said this calmly, without defensiveness, without hesitation, without trying to justify himself. It sounded like a conclusion he had reached long before the live stream began. As the conversation continued, Liu Yuning addressed rumors that had circulated online. Some people speculated that he had been rejecting projects because of billing order, cast hierarchy, or on-screen ranking. He dismissed those ideas without irritation. Whether his name appears first or fifth, he said, what belongs to him will remain his. Performance is what endures, not placement on a poster. That clarification alone answered many questions fans had quietly wondered about. The timing of the statement mattered. It was his birthday, not a press conference, not an interview arranged by a production team, not a promotional event designed to shape public opinion. Birthdays are moments of reflection, moments when people speak honestly, without rehearsed messaging. And Liu Yuning spoke with exactly that kind of honesty. He also shared something personal. Earlier in his career, stepping away from filming, even briefly, used to make him anxious. Like many actors, he feared losing momentum. He feared being forgotten. He feared missing opportunities that might not come again. That fear pushed him to keep moving forward, even when rest might have been necessary. But that fear no longer defines him. Now, he sees pauses differently. Time away from the camera no longer feels like falling behind. It feels like space. Space to live, space to observe, space to experience things that eventually give weight and texture to performance. For someone whose work relies heavily on emotional truth, this shift is significant. Liu Yuning has spent years moving between sets, studios, and schedules. Long drama productions demand more than time. They demand physical endurance, emotional availability, and long periods of separation from ordinary life. Choosing to step back even temporarily is not a small decision. During the same live stream, Liu Yuning explained that music would take priority in the near future. Concert preparations, work on a new album, and previously scheduled variety shows already filled much of his calendar. Music offers a different rhythm, a different kind of pressure, a different relationship with audiences. Compared to long drama shoots, live performances allow for more flexibility and immediate feedback. They require energy, but they also give energy back. Still, Liu Yuning was careful with his words. Music is not an escape, it is not a replacement. And acting is not being abandoned. He emphasized that acting remains important to him. He plans to continue reviewing scripts after completing his music-related commitments. If the right project appears, one that truly resonates, he is open to returning to the set. What matters most now is pace. Not working non-stop simply because the industry expects it. Not taking roles out of fear of losing relevance, but choosing projects deliberately, based on substance rather than pressure. Viewer reactions after the live stream reflected this tone. Many people were surprised, but few reacted with panic. That was because Liu Yuning never framed his words as a departure. He didn't announce a withdrawal. He didn't dramatize the moment. He simply stated his standard. If he continues, it must be worth continuing. Seen in full context, this moment feels less like a turning point and more like a recalibration. After years of sustained intensity, slowing down is not retreat, it is maintenance. In an industry where constant output is often mistaken for stability, choosing restraint requires confidence. It requires trusting that quality, over time, carries more weight than frequency. For Liu Yuning, the idea of not acting for a year is not about absence. It is about alignment. Alignment with the stories he tells. Alignment with the energy he has to give. Alignment with the person he has become after years of continuous work. This is not a story about stepping away. It is a story about choosing carefully. As the live stream continued, Liu Yuning returned to lighter topics. The mood relaxed again. The moment passed without ceremony. There was no dramatic ending, no final declaration, but the words remained. For many viewers, that birthday live stream felt less like breaking news and more like an honest conversation. It revealed an artist who no longer feels pressured to move at the same speed simply because that speed is expected. It showed someone who understands that longevity is not built on constant visibility, but on sustainability. For Liu Yuning, 2026 may not be filled with drama premieres. There may be fewer announcements, fewer appearances on set, fewer headlines tied to filming schedules. But that does not mean less direction. It means intention. And perhaps that is the most important detail of all. When Liu Yuning spoke that day, he did not sound like someone stepping away from his career. He sounded like someone who finally understands his own rhythm and is no longer afraid to honor it. Sometimes, the decision to slow down is not a sign of uncertainty. Sometimes, it is the clearest sign that someone knows exactly where they are going and is willing to wait for the right moment to move forward again. And that quiet certainty is what lingered long after the live stream ended.